Hi there, Heidi Mackay, and today I'm going to talk about your core financial values. This is something that Robert Kiyosaki, best-selling author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and The Business of the 21st Century, he talks about this all the time. And it's sort of like your core operating system. Because if you try to make changes and you don't have the ladder leaning against the right wall, the changes aren't going to make any sense. So the real trick now is to get very clear on where you live in your mind, and then change that first if you need to, and then go from there. So here are the 4 places people live financially. The first one is employees, and you'll be able to pick this up in your own linguistics, in your languaging, and in other people's languaging once you train yourself to. But an employee is always talking about security. And it's always someone else providing the security. It's not them taking a higher level of responsibility to provide it themselves, and so they can't ever have more in life because they haven't increased their responsibility level to a place where they've earned the right to have it. So some of you are employees, and you're actually up to more than that. You're ready for more, and that would be awesome. But you need to shift completely out of a security model into, a business ownership model. The second quadrant is an independent business owner, someone who acts as a lone entrepreneur. Their value system is, if you want something done, do it yourself. And that model is also over because there's no leverage in it. There's only 24 hours in the day. There's only so much you can get done. And the world has moved on to entrepreneurs working together. And that is a much more powerful model today, especially with e-commerce and everything else that the internet can do. So they too need to make a shift to a wealth building business, and that's where you've got leverage. So either build a larger business where you have lots of employees, or what I have chosen to do is I have a business inside of a big business. It's a franchise-like structure with a proven track record that's 20 years in the making. So it's not an experiment. It already works. And I have a business that I own, but I'm not taking a lot of the risks that most entrepreneurs have to take. And that's the new model of entrepreneurism. And the last quadrant is financial freedom. That's where you're an investor. So that's someone who has owned a business or several businesses, either sold them or taken the cash flow from that and then invested it in other things like real estates or stocks or whatever, but now they've got multiple income streams instead of just one. So the question for you is, where do you live? Where is your mindset? Because there's no point getting to the rest of any of this until you shift to a business ownership model with leverage. So if you're an employee and you're ready for a change, that's great. If you're a sole business owner and you're tired of doing it alone and realize you can't get the leverage that you need to make serious money unless you're with a group, I would love to speak with you. 647-728-1917. 647-728-1917. But hope this tutorial has been useful no matter what you do. Thank you so much. Bye.